El Paso goes by many names. Sun City, 915. We are known for history, culture, food, and art. In the early 1900s, development and commerce in El Paso revolved around mining and trade. The nationally recognized mission trails are just one example of the many historic sites that portray our region's rich indigenous and colonial history. Since then, El Paso has evolved, and so has its people. We take great pride in nourishing a skilled and capable workforce, with 72% of our population being bilingual. We stay competitive among other large U.S. cities. The region's border location boasts a major trade port. It allows competitive local manufacturers to produce at maximum capacity. Fleet systems are capable of worldwide distribution of parts and products. Our state-of-the-art higher education systems are nationally recognized. The Texas Tech University Health Sciences Center El Paso, the nation's first comprehensive health sciences institution on the U.S.-Mexico border, provides students the opportunities to become doctors, nurses, and researchers. The University of Texas at El Paso offers 74 bachelor's, 74 master's, and 22 doctoral programs. Local government agencies and other economic development organizations help industries become established and expand in our community. The County of El Paso is great for business, but we also keep true to our southern hospitality with plenty of outdoor recreation options. It's easy to keep active in El Paso. We are constantly looking for new industries interested in expansion. We want to offer our help and support in the process. No matter the name, El Paso is proud, strong, progressive. We are El Paso. Come see what we can do together.
You are watching the broadcast of the El Paso County Commissioners Court meetings. Commissioners Court meetings are held every Monday at 9:30 a.m. on the third floor of the El Paso County Courthouse, located at 500 East San Antonio in downtown El Paso. These meetings are open to the public. The meeting will start momentarily.
Stay cool this summer by visiting any of the El Paso County pools, Tuesday through Sunday from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. Don't forget about Family Night on Thursdays from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. For more information, call 915-771-2380.
The County of El Paso Public Works Department is offering sandbags at no cost or requirements to the public. The sandbags are outside of the facilities and are available 24 hours a day. The location of the county facilities are the following: the Road and Bridge Fabens Warehouse, located at 1331 North Fabens Street in Fabens, Texas, 79838. The Road and Bridge Canutillo Warehouse, located at 191 Canutillo Avenue in Canutillo, Texas, 79835. And the Road and Bridge Montana Warehouse, located at 14698 Van Lane, El Paso, Texas, 79938. Don't wait in line, pay online. Visit the Financial Recovery Division website at http://www.epcounty.com/budget/financialrecovery.htm to make your payments online or find out more about our kiosk locations. We now accept payments on misdemeanor, felony, and justice of the peace cases.
You can now watch Commissioners Court meetings on YouTube. Go to youtube.com and search for El Paso County Commissioners or El Paso County, Texas. Subscribe to our channels to see our latest videos.
Did you know the County of El Paso's Purchasing Department is responsible for ensuring that all items and services needed by various county departments are purchased in the manner required by the state of Texas? Whether through formal sealed bids or smaller dollar quotations, the county purchasing team is dedicated to finding the best contracting return on your taxpayer dollars. Additionally, the Purchasing Department is responsible for the tracking of inventory within the county and properly disposing surplus to public auctions. For questions about how to become a vendor and compete for county contracts or to learn more about public auctions, please contact us at telephone number 915-546-2048.
The 346th District Court Judge Angie Juarez Barril started the El Paso Veterans Treatment Court program in 2012 for veterans and active service members that have been arrested and charged with a felony or misdemeanor criminal offense. To be considered for the specialty court, the statutory criteria includes be a veteran or current member of the United States Armed Forces, including a member of the Reserves, National Guard, or State Guard, and suffer from a brain injury, mental illness, or mental disorder, including PTSD, or be a victim of military sexual trauma, all occurring or resulting from military service. Call Sylvia Serna, Veterans Program Director at 915-546-2119, or email her at sserna@epcounty.com for any information.
Did you know that the County of El Paso's fixed asset control and inventory disposal is handled through the Purchasing Department? Throughout the course of each business year, the county holds live public auctions to dispose of aged equipment, vehicles, furniture, and other items that are no longer needed. To find out about upcoming auctions or to learn more about the county's inventory disposal process, contact the Purchasing Department at telephone number 915-546-2048.
You are watching the broadcast of the El Paso County Commissioners Court meetings. Commissioners Court meetings are held every Monday at 9:30 a.m. on the third floor of the El Paso County Courthouse, located at 500 East San Antonio in downtown El Paso. These meetings are open to the public. The meeting will start momentarily.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today is Monday, July 15, 2019. Commissioners Court is meeting in regular open session. Would you please rise and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by an invocation from Rabbi Israel Greenberg. The United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands.
Good morning. It's a Jewish custom to begin the day with an act of kindness. You can do the same thing when you come home or the offices. Almighty God, we stand before you in prayer. Look favorably upon the county judge and honorable commissioners of our great county of El Paso. We beseech you, Almighty and merciful God, to extend your grace to each and every member of this noble body, and bestow upon them the joy of life, good health, prosperity. Bless these distinguished individuals who have been chosen to make laws and decisions for the citizens of our county. Grant these public servants wisdom and understanding in their noble pursuit of justice and equality. Give them guidance so that they will always be aware of your presence and will strive to enact laws with honesty and integrity in accordance with your will. May they have wisdom to turn adversity into opportunity and to transform their hard challenges we face today into seeds from which will sprout the growth of tomorrow. Ribono shel olam, Master of the universe, the needs of our people are numerous and their knowledge is limited. They are unable to express their needs and desires. We beseech you, consider our thoughts even before we call, great, mighty, and awesome God. May our county serve as a beacon of light for people of all faiths and walks of life. May El Paso have achieved the goal of the powerful state in our Pledge of Allegiance so that America is truly one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And let the soul say, Amen.
Rabbi, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure to have you and your wife here. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Well, welcome to Commissioners Court. Hope you guys had a great weekend and that you will have a very productive week going forward. And thank you for being part of our local government. So, Jessica, we're ready to move forward.
Thank you, sir. Item number 4 is the consent agenda composed of items 4A through 4M. For item 4H, we are asking for this item to be postponed 1 week. Item 4H reads, postponed July 8th, 2019. Approve and authorize county judge to sign the software license and service agreement with SHI Government Solutions, Inc. Funding is available in General Fund, ITD, Maintenance Repair Software, contract number 2019-0355. Are there any other items that the court or the public would like to pull for individual discussion?
Commissioners?
Motion to approve.
Commissioner Perez is absent. Commissioner Leon?
Aye.
Commissioner Stout?
Aye.
Commissioner Robinson is absent. Judge Samaniego?
Aye.
Motion carries. Item number 5, public comment. I don't believe we have any, or actually, give me 1 second. We have one member signed up to speak for public comment, Judge Pierre Andre Usarga.
Five minutes. Good morning to everybody.
Good morning.
I know the rabbis left, and I've been meaning to say this to El Paso County. I really do appreciate, I don't care who comes up here, what religion, they've all been great words. I always like to center myself, and I think that's a great way to keep ourselves as government officials grounded. It's a way to check ourselves. Some people don't, and I'm just going to jump into my 5 minutes by continuing. Some people don't agree with opening prayer or what have you, but it's usually those that come from the multi-party system, the multi-government system. I think now that we're kind of getting to know each other, get a better feel, when we remember God, especially as Americans, we can go through our days feeling better, making better choices, healthier choices, and maybe think about working with one another in ways that we never thought about possible. It's good to see you back, Your Honor. I've been working since I seen you 2 weeks, but since I seen this gentleman and this gentleman the past week, reaching out to the DNC and the RNC, letting them know about the moral and ethical obligations we have, which is what brings me here. I believe in God, and I can't help but think there's going to be somewhere I go when my spirit leaves this body. And I hope I'm in good terms with God. And if those of us who kind of laugh at my remarks and my words, I urge you all to get it straight with God. I believe in Him, and I know my fellow Americans do. Poverty breeds evil. And as Americans, we have to eliminate poverty. We have to eliminate that poor mentality. God is a great way to heal yourselves and rejuvenate the mind, the body, the spirit of America, the health of America, the economy. I only have a few minutes, but I did want to say that I'm up here to put it on record. I have an obligation myself, ladies and gentlemen, the voters, to improve government. I'm a businessman. I like improving my operations so that my people are better taken care of, that their workload is not as heavy. It's smarter. We're working smarter, not harder. I'm all about hard work, but combine that with smart work, powerhouse day in and day out. And that youth spirit that I bring is something we should harness. I work well with men. I work well with women, but I don't work well with Democrats nor Republicans. I'm a firm believer in that. I hear from El Paso, we're the best type of politicians because, look at the chamizal. That should be something we should be leveraging our energies and attention on. That's history. After we realize the facts on history, we can begin to build smarter in combination with our hard work. And that's what El Paso is so important, and that's what I'm trying to do. If I got to do it alone for a while, so be it, but I know that we have to come together. I don't want to spend any time in the courtrooms fighting. I love to fight, but I don't like to fight to offend people. I love to fight out of defense. I think out of all my fights in my whole life, I've only fought out of offense, and I lost that fight. All the fights I've gone into out of defense, I have won, because you put me in God's given rights to defend myself wholeheartedly, myself, my family, my business, my country, my neighbors, what have you. And the multi-party system just diminishes that. The one-party system, the one government system. Here in El Paso, this is history. I know history. I want to be a part of it, but I need your cooperation, your coordination. I don't like operating illegally, legally. There's a lot of legal illegalities that the government operates on, that Americans operate on. Legal illegalities. I like just being straight. Let me walk my straight line. If you want to walk a straight line with me, let's do it together as Americans. Bring the population that's needed to a much stronger, healthier level so that we breed that. We produce that, because it's our God-given right to produce that love, that intelligence. And as the 46 POTUSA, that's what I'm saying here today. Thank you for your ears. In a week, I'll see you then. Good day, and God bless us all. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Item 6A, presentation. Receive a presentation from the Human Resources Department regarding county employees who were promoted during the third quarter of FY 2019.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. Valeria Fernandez with the Human Resources Department. We are excited to present to you our county employees who were promoted during the third quarter of the fiscal year. We thank our departments who value promoting employees internally, which has shown to increase loyalty to the organization, provide a seamless transition to new duties with a smaller learning curve, and assist by ensuring a synergistic fit for our team culture. Employees, please stand when your department is called and approach the commissioners when your name is read. A group picture will be taken by department with a court. For the sake of time, we will only be reading the names of the employees in attendance this morning. However, all promoted employees' names will be displayed for all to see. We ask that the members of Commissioners Court come down to the front of the dais for the presentation so that a group picture may be taken with each department. Without further ado, we will be presenting the employees by department in alphabetical order. If any employee didn't check in with HR, please come up with your department and let me know your name. So again.
Down now, or?
Yes, please. For our first department, we have Community Services, Patricia Maria Medina, Eligibility Officer. From the County Attorney's Office, we have Rocio E. Chavez, Legal Secretary Intermediate, and Carlos J. Jones, Paralegal. Ms. Gonzalez from the County Auditor's Office wasn't able to be with us. Oh, yes, she is. I'm sorry. Ms. Sandra R. Gonzalez, Accountant Senior. County Clerk's Office, Amanda V. Huerta, Customer Relations Specialist Intermediate. The County Tax Assessor Collector's Office, Estrella Reali Vasquez Cano, Customer Relations Specialist Intermediate. Criminal Justice Coordination Department, Guadalupe Garcia, CJC Supervisor, and Elizabeth Williams, CJC Supervisor. District Attorney's Office, Anthony G. Norris, Legal Secretary Intermediate, Alexa G. Perez, Legal Secretary, Claudia A. Rios, Victim Advocate, and Stephanie Vasquez, Legal Secretary. District Clerk's Office, Erica M. Armendariz, Customer Service Relations Specialist Senior, and Catherine M. Mendoza, Customer Relations Specialist Intermediate. Information Technology Department, Andres Camacho, Support Technician Intermediate. The gentleman from Infrastructure Services were unable to be with us today. Juvenile Probation Department, Belinda Acuna, Specialty Court Coordinator, Valerie Duran, Information Systems and Records Secretary, Nicholas R. Gallardo, Field Compliance Officer, Chelsea L. Goodfellow, Case Manager, Noe Nunez, Field Compliance Officer, and Desiree M. Quintana, Counselor. Office of the Medical Examiner, Ana Ramirez, Administrative Specialist. Planning and Development, Shani Enriquez, Assistant Planner. And for our last department, we have the Sheriff's Office, Armando Macias, Floor Control Officer. Yes. We'd like to thank everyone for being here today. We'll put the pictures on the intranet. Thank you.
Just want to say a quick comment on the county employees. Thank you so much. I've done a tour probably of every department that's here, and I'm so impressed at the kind of respect and professionalism, and congratulations to all of you. And as Valeria said, the loyalty to the county is so important to us. It keeps us moving forward. We make decisions here, but then you guys have to carry them out. So thank you so much for everything that you do as county employees. Thank you, Valeria.
Thank you.
Item 6B, presentation of the 2018 Distinguished Service Award to the El Paso County Historical Commission from the Texas Historical Commission.
Good morning.
So I just want to say, obviously, we're all really proud that the state has acknowledged our commission last year. And it's totally a team effort, as you can see. That includes not just the commissioners, but everybody that we work with at the county that are so amazingly helpful to us. But I also want to say, it's also an acknowledgement of how cool El Paso is and how much amazing history that we have, because it makes all of our jobs so much easier, and that's why we love it. So, I'm Barbara Welch, the current chair, but next up, I just want to everybody to introduce themselves. And Janine Young, of course, was the chair during 2018.
I was the chair, and we want to thank you for acknowledging this award that we received from the Texas Historical Commission for our work in 2018.
Thank you.
Nancy Gonzalez, I am the current vice chair, and THC acknowledges the commission based on the annual report, and our past chair, Janine Young, did prepare it, so she does deserve special recognition. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Mark Calamia. I'm on the commission
morning,
as
Mark.
well. And I want to thank the THC for this wonderful award that we received for last year. Last year, I was co-chair of the Historical Markers Committee and the Archaeology Committee, and we were working hard to make some things happen, I think, that moved us closer to this award. So again, I want to thank all of you and the THC for recognizing us for last year's accomplishments.
I'm John Hamilton. I'm a commissioner. I've been there for about, year and a half, 2 years now, and it is an honor to be recognized among my peers for this award.
Thank you.
Morning. I'm Woody Bear. I'm a new commissioner to this. I'm happy to be here and very proud. Thank you.
Of course, we have Valerie and Sam.
Hi, Valerie and Sam.
They are the core member of our team.
Valerie, you want to make any comments or any? Tell us a little bit about
Valerie Venecia Heritage. Excuse me, I wasn't expecting to speak this morning. But the Distinguished Service Award is an honor that the Texas Historical Commission establishes each year. They have a board, their own set of board members that go through all of the accomplishments of all 254 counties across the state, and we're very excited that they recognized us this year. Our commission has decreased in size. We're still within the state average at 19, but it is a huge responsibility and a very large workload that they go through each year, with anything from historical markers to reviewing of properties, attending committee meetings, and we keep them very busy. So thank you for recognizing them and sharing in this honor with us.
Well, Sam and Valerie, thank you for supporting this this great group, and we thank you for, you said, Paso history. That's just one and the same. It's synonymous with history and the county especially. We're excited about everything history, and we thank you for all you do. And I'm always so glad when you get recognized, because sometimes it's, you volunteer, you don't get paid for this, and you put a lot of hours, and to get this kind of recognition sort of brings some meaning to everything that you do. And of course, to us, anything that we could do to get El Paso to be recognized for who we are. We're still struggling. We still have everything that we need, and we don't get the attention that we should. But thanks to these recognitions, slowly but surely, we're going to get there on the map like any other big city. So thank you so much for all your work and everything that you do. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Do any of y'all want to get the certificate?
Did you want to take a
Item number 7, Commissioners Court. Approve and adopt a resolution requesting that properties, as listed in the backup, be sold at a sheriff's sale pursuant to Section 34.05, subsection C and D of the Texas Property Code.
Good morning.
Good morning. Carmen Perez with Delgado Acosta.
Good morning, Ms.
The
Perez.
properties that we are presenting today have all been struck off between the 2014 and 2017. We have not received any kind of offers on the properties from private citizens, so we would like to take them back to public auction through the sheriff. And we need a resolution approved by the County Commissioners Court in order to do that.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Commissioner Leon.
Aye.
Commissioner Stout.
Aye.
Judge Samaniego.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Item number 8, Economic Development. Receive a presentation, discuss, and provide direction regarding the county's participation in the City of El Paso's Regional Marketing Professional Services contract with Sanders Wingo Advertising, Inc. If participation is approved at a later date, funding will be available in Special Revenue Tour Promotions Operations Contingencies.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. Adriana Acosta, Business Retention and Expansion Coordinator with Economic Development. The purpose of today's agenda item is for the staff to receive direction from the court on the county's participation with the Community Foundation on a regional marketing professional services contract with Sanders Wingo Advertising. If approved, funding can be made available using our HOT funds. This is a regional economic and international development marketing and communications initiative with Sanders Wingo Advertising. The advertising will include advertising services, marketing, branding, video production, and strategic consultation. The county would contribute toward this marketing project in the amount of $100,000 for the first year, review the return on investment, and then determine if and how much the county would consider contributing to the efforts in years 2 and 3. If the Commissioners Court approves, the County Economic Development Department would develop an interlocal agreement and return to Commissioners Court for action. The City of El Paso and a representative from Sanders Wingo Advertising are in attendance today and would like to provide the court with additional information or details. I am pleased to introduce you to Mr. Roberto Wingo, the chairman of Sanders and Wingo Advertising. Go ahead.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners.
Good morning.
Thank you for taking time today. I just would like to let you know at this point, the initiative is going extremely well. This is a public-private partnership. I can say today that collectively, with private business as well as our public funds from the city, we have raised $1.1 million towards this initiative. I think the key thing when we look at this is a 501(c). The funds do not come directly to the agency. They go to the Community Foundation, which is the fiduciary for this project. We also have a governance board that's made up of citizens of El Paso, Juarez, and Las Cruces that will be overseeing what we do and how we expend the funds that are collected. I'm happy to say that what we're doing is elevating our brand, putting our region in a position where we can be looked at from a global perspective in terms of business opportunity. So we're going to do world-class video content, a world-class website, content marketing, web development. We'll have all the different components that are necessary to really brand and make a statement. We will also set up content marketing so we can push this content out to key companies around the globe, as well as our business leaders, our communities, our citizens, U.S. commissioners, the city, the county, the media on a regional and national basis. We have to overcome a lot of initiatives that are out there right now about misconceptions about our markets and what we are capable of doing. A lot of wonderful things are happening in our city, and what we want to do now is elevate those opportunities, working in concert with Borderplex, because they are the economic development engine for the city and the county, and also Las Cruces and Ciudad Juarez. So we have had multiple meetings in Juarez, Las Cruces, and many here in El Paso. I'm proud to say that this is something that's going to take hold. The initial shooting, we will do 20 days of shooting late August into September. We'll be doing video content. We'll be doing still photography. We'll be doing podcasts. We'll be doing interviews. And we'll begin building the framework from which to really elevate the message that we have as a community. I would love to answer any questions. I've given you a very, very quick top line. We've done 9 months of research with site selectors and businesses all over the country and some internationally to make sure we have defendable positions in terms of what we're doing. We have to be able to compete against major markets like Phoenix, Dallas, Oklahoma City, Austin, Houston, Chicago. We have a lot of value and opportunity in terms of what we're doing. We're looking at Fort Bliss. We're looking at what we're doing from a utility point of view. All of them are engaging in this process. So I'm really proud of what we're doing. I think this is a critically important initiative. We have to create a FAM tour, familiarization tour scenario that is defendable, that people can see around the world that this is a great region and a great community to do business in and that they should be investing in. Be happy to answer any questions that you might have.
Sam, you have any additional comments, sir?
Through you, Economic Development Department, Interim Director. Commissioner, what we're basically looking for here is direction from the court if we want to proceed with this particular project. It will require us, if we do want to proceed, it will require us to come back with an interlocal agreement and then present that to the court after we work out the details. But marketing has been a major goal of Economic Development Department. This is probably one of 3 that we're looking at. We have developed a marketing plan, which we still need to present to the Commissioners Court for the entire year and for next year on how we want to undertake this marketing effort. But this is a major marketing effort by this organization. The city has jumped on board. It looks like it's going to be marketing for regional. The cost to us would be $100,000 for this first year, which we would be looking at hot funds, and we would need to make sure that it, when we do the contract, that it complies with the terms of the hot funds. After that, then what we're looking at is that if we get a good return on investment, then we can decide whether we want to participate in years 2 and years 3, which what I would anticipate would be approximately $75,000 for each year to match what the city is contributing over that time period. So right now, we believe that this is a good project to move forward on. Again, we're going to have to vet this as we develop an interlocal agreement. But before we did that, we wanted to make sure this is something that the Commissioners Court wanted us to undertake.
Well, Commissioners, I was very excited. Got to get the presentation from Bob. I hadn't heard Roberto, but that has a good ring to it. I'll call you Roberto. But very excited about, the marketing. We all know that that's been a difficult component. And like you added, Bob, that we've got different circumstances that we have to sort of challenge now that we didn't have a couple of years ago. And even then, I think we really needed marketing, but more so now than ever, we really have to combat that impression. Companies sort of waiting. I have talked to John Burrell, and he says that companies actually are sort of hesitant because of what they hear, not so much of what they know, but they see the news and they get information. And so I'm very excited about a marketing approach. I think it's long overdue. I don't know, Commissioners, you have any comment? Commissioner Stout?
Yeah. Thank you, Judge. Mr. Wingo, good to see you. Jessica, good to see you. I've met with Jessica and Bob in the past regarding this, and and I let them know that I'm very supportive of this type of partnership. Would the interlocal be with the city,
It would actually be with.
or would it be with the community foundation? Okay.
Community Foundation.
But another thing that I mentioned to them was, there's a number of projects that we're trying to work with the city to partner with the city on. There's the economic development project that has to do with bringing the flights, direct flights to Detroit. We've been asking for the city's help with the issue with the downtown survey. We did not get their help for that. They're asking us for money to help the children's museum that's being built. And as you can see, there's no problem. There was no pushback. There was no issue with you all even coming in and being on our agenda. I've been trying to get on the city's agenda for a year when it has to do with a program that we set aside money for, that the county set aside money for, that we have been asking for partnership on behalf of the city, that has to do with the creation of a binational board. And I have not been given that opportunity by the mayor. And there are 2 items on this agenda today that have to do with the city, and they're asking for our buy-in and our support. And I just want to point it out that y'all are on the agenda, and we're here discussing this, and we're probably gonna support this. But I would like to see as well the opportunity for us to approach the city with some of the things that we want to do. And so, I like I said, I'm supportive of this type of program, but I would love the opportunity that it's a two-way street here. And I would love the opportunity to be able to have the city support on some other things. A couple of years ago, we had the community IDs that came up, and the mayor voted to break a tie against it. Again, I see that the city wants to partner with us on things, but only the things that they're pushing. And I understand this is a great program, and I'm not gonna oppose it right now. But I would like to publicly make the statement that I don't think it's fair.
Thank you, Commissioner. Jessica, sure.
Good morning, and thank you again for letting us be here this morning. Jessica Herrera with the City of El Paso Economic Development. I just want to make sure that we're clear. I understand the initiative on Cohen Stadium. You all did move forward with the support of the parking garage, and we're very appreciative of that. I speak here on behalf of not the city, but this initiative is not being led by the city. This initiative is truly something that is a regional economic development initiative, and the reason for the interlocal agreement not being with the city, and we're here today, and I'm here today because it started off, the relationship between Sanders Wingo and the city did begin at the city when we were looking at an economic development marketing opportunity. But I really sat back and I said, I'm deeply committed to this region, not just the city of El Paso. And I think that if we're going to be successful moving forward, we really need to be in alignment. And I agree to your comments that the support needs to be mutual. But I just want to make sure, commissioners, that you understand that the purpose of the city being here today regarding this initiative that we're looking for your support is that it's not an initiative led by the city. It's an initiative that is led by the region. And I firmly believe that if we move forward as a region with this initiative in mind, keep in mind that this is, close to $1.2 million that we've raised predominantly from the private sector across the region. I could tell you that's something that has never been done before to this extent. We're still not at the level that other cities have committed other dollars for, because other cities across the world are doing this. and forming this regional opportunity for us to elevate who we are, what we're about, and what we can compete for, and who we can stand next to. It's a very big deal. And yes, it is a big deal to the city. It is a very big deal to the city, but I could tell you that this is an initiative that will be successful, if not but for the region being involved. And that's why we're here today. And that's why I'm here, because a part of me is, representing the city of El Paso, but the other part is representing the region, because I could tell you that if we move forward as a region, we're going to be much farther ahead together. But I just want to make sure that we're clear.
And to your credit, Jessica, you've been very accessible to me, and we've had many discussions, and so I want to thank you for that. I mean, this is not about you. It's about the leadership at the city, and I want to bring that up, and I will bring it up every time the city comes, whether you're working in tandem with other people or not. I'm going to bring it up every time until I feel I've had the proper opportunities to be able to present myself. I mean, I can't even get on the agenda. It's been a year. I can't even get an audience. And here we have two items that have to do with partnering with the city. And I want to make that very clear that I don't think that it's fair. And can I ask you a question? Who is on the you said there's a governance board? Who's on the governance board?
Miguel Fernandez Jr. is on the governance board. We also have Brian Crow, because I feel he brings a great amount of insight and value to what we're doing. Peter Spears on that board. Davin Lopez from Las Cruces is on the board. Alvaro Bustillos with Desarrollo de Económico de Juarez is on the board. Eric Pearson is kind of sort of an ex officio board member. Mario Porras, since he works in concert with him and does a lot of work in Juarez, also helps me get to Juarez, even though I have a global entry. I don't drive in Juarez. I don't know the streets well enough to do that. But I got to tell you, when you really look at this, gentlemen, we look at what Oklahoma City did 15 years ago. Who in their wildest dreams would have thought Oklahoma City would have a professional basketball team? 15 years ago, 160 business people invested $11 million over a 5-year period of time. They now have one of the most comprehensive marketing, branding initiatives in this part of the country. We will rival that. We will rival that initiative. This public-private partnership is going to take us places we haven't been, because we've gone out and talked to 100 different people. I had the good fortune, I've talked to each one of you individually, as I've done with every single person that sits on city council. Why? Because I thought it was critically important to have one-on-one dialogue so that we really understand the opportunity, the issues, and the things that we have to deal with in order to make this a reality. This is not a dream. This is something that's going to happen. This is something that's going to elevate our communities in a way that they haven't been elevated before. This is going to be a chance when a site selector or a business goes, what do I need to look at in that region? And they're going to be able to click on something, and they're going to get all the content that they need. Not only that, we're not going to wait for them, we're going to send content to them. So I really appreciate your time, your passion, and an opportunity to share with you where I think we're going to go with this.
Commissioner Liu? Yeah, thank you, Mr. Wingo. As you said, we've been talking about this for a long time. I'm impressed with your firm. I know what you've accomplished in the past. And I've got to tell you, I was on a Southwest flight some months back, and I noticed a small article, a little square, that was touting Alpine, Texas. And it caught my eye, and I'm thinking, if this caught my eye, how many other people that fly in the region, and that's an entire country. So I'm very high on marketing. I just was recently in Phoenix, came back, and I said, what a wonderful place we have here in El Paso, and we have the right firm, and I'm all about marketing. So thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, and it's exciting. It's very exciting what the possibilities that this type of initiative will produce.
Commissioner Stott, I'm very impressed with your engagement on both sides of the border. I mean, you've been an advocate for many different things. I think it's just, I'll I'll say this on record, I feel like a politician because I've gone door to door selling the concept and the content and the defendable positions that we've done, because we've gone out and done hundreds of interviews with people all over the country to make sure that when we package this, it's going to be the right content that's going to elevate what we're trying to say about El Paso, Juarez, and Doña Ana County and Las Cruces. Thank you very much.
Yeah, having you is a huge plus for me. I've known you from way back, your reputation, your work, impeccable. And so, to be honest, having you being there really adds to my vote.
Thank you, sir.
I've got one question, not for you, Bob, but for our team. So, Wally, the money would come from, it says contingencies, or because I thought, Sam, you said it was going to come from hot funds.
This would be coming from the hot funds.
So within our hot funds, Commissioner, we did not advertise, we don't have a line item for contract services or advertisement for which this appropriation would come from. We do have a significant balance in our ops contingency account for FY19, which we would process a subsequent budget amendment and transfer out of if we were able to engage this contract prior to the close of the fiscal year.
So do we need a motion to, what is it, a motion to approve? Or just to provide direction to draft an interlocal?
I think you all provided direction. If the Commissioners Court wants to move forward with the initiative, it's literally just advising your staff, directing your staff to come back and bring a final agreement to solidify the plans that were presented today. So that's
we don't need a motion.
You don't need official action today, no, sir.
Okay.
Consider yourself directed.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Adriana. Jessica, Bob, thank you.
Item number 9, Public Works. Discuss and take appropriate action regarding the naming of the proposed park within the Skyview Unit 4 subdivision.
Good morning, Judge Commissioner. Sosel Landeros, Director of Planning and Development. The item before you this morning is related to the proposed naming of a park within the Skyview Unit 4 subdivision. This is one of the many subdivisions that is made up of the lands formerly known as the West Texas Airport along Pelicano Drive. You can see here the red box generally provides the outline of the proposed subdivision. And then here is a more detailed map. You can see that there's a diagonal line crossing the western portion of the subject property. That's a natural gas easement that'll be turned into a hike and bike trail because the developers work pretty extensively with the utilities to provide that as an amenity, which is a significant improvement from other utility easements that we see across the county, that are typically undeveloped and just a mixture of poles and pipes coming out of the ground. So that'll be a nice amenity for the subdivision. This is a proposed conceptual of the park in question. You can see it's off of Runway Avenue and Vernon L. Butler Place. The proposal from the developer is to name the park after Vernon L. Butler. Mr. Butler was the former principal for Bel Air High School when Bel Air High School became a blue ribbon high school, and then also was named the interim superintendent once the state of Texas Education Agency Commissioner took over EPISD. So the property owner felt that the contributions Mr. Butler had made to the El Paso community warranted a park to be named after him. However, county policy currently prohibits the naming of any property that the county owns after any living individual, with few exception is if someone makes a significant monetary contribution, to similar to what philanthropists like Paula Foster made a $50 million donation to the medical school, and now the medical school is the Paula Foster School of Medical School. The Hunt family has made a donation to the nursing school, and then subsequently the nursing school was named after them. So as a result, the policy actually prefers that properties being dedicated to the county be named after generic geographical, historical, cultural, ecological, or functional references, in which case the example here would be Skyview Park, or you can name it Aerodrome Park or Skyblazer Park. And this again would be in reference to the streets and the geographic area within the park. So given the policy that the court adopted in 2012, staff is recommending denial of the proposed name Vernon L. Butler Park in the Skyview Unit 4 subdivision, and further in accordance with Section 2.1.6 of the county property naming policy, recommending the naming of the park as Skyview Park. I'll be happy to take any questions or comments from the court.
Approve.
Just a quick question, Jose. Who proposed that name?
The developer.
The developer?
The developer, yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then there's a few options for the court. It's just as in the same policy, it'd be remiss if I did not mention them. One section requires that the Public Works Executive Director place the item on the agenda for the court's consideration. That's where we are. And then if the court decides that this requires further public input, the court could require a public hearing, or the court can decide to, so the court's options are to deny the proposed name, accept the proposed name, or hold a public hearing and then make a decision about the park's name at that point.
So the motion, Commissioner Stout, I apologize.
I just moved to go along with the recommendation that our staff made.
Okay, second.
Motion to the deny as proposed. Thank you.
Commissioner Leon?
Aye.
Commissioner Stout?
Aye.
Judge Samaniego?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you, Judge, Commissioners.
Item number 10, approve and accept the revision of Desert Meadows Estates to be named Desert Meadows Estates Replat B pursuant to requirements of the Texas Local Government Code, Section 232.041, revision of plat, and authorize the filing and recording of the subdivision plat.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. Gilbert Saldana with Planning and Development. Desert Meadows Replat B is a 3-lot subdivision of approximately 2 acres on Duwamish Drive and Snohomish Drive, which is located approximately 4 miles east of Zaragoza Road and approximately half mile south of Montana. The subject property is in precinct number 3 in the East Montana area and will be serviced with water by El Paso Water, East Montana Water System. The properties will have septic systems since there's no sewer infrastructure in the area. The reason for the replat is to split the property into 3 lots. No deed or covenant restrictions were found to be filed with the county that would prohibit this lot split. This exhibit shows the subject property in the current plat, which is Desert Meadows Estates, filed in 1981. This exhibit shows the proposed replat of the subject property being subdivided into 3 lots. The Planning and Development Department recommends approval of Desert Meadows Estates Replat B and to authorize the filing and recording of the subdivision plat. This concludes my presentation, and we'll answer any questions you may have.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Commissioner Leon?
Aye.
Commissioner Stout?
Aye.
Judge Samaniego?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you, Gilbert.
Thank you.
Item number 11, Budget and Finance. Approve Amendment Number 40 to the County of El Paso's 2018 through 2019 operating budget. This budgetary amendment will increase grants by $300,000, thus increasing the overall budget of $444,556,601.66 to $444,856,601.66.
Good morning, Judge and Commissioners. Wally Hargrove from the Office of Budget and Fiscal Policy. The backup for the amendment was sent to you last week. Were there any questions?
Move to approve.
Second.
Commissioner Leon?
Aye.
Commissioner Stout?
Aye.
Judge Samaniego?
Aye.
The motion carries.
Thank you.
Now brings us to item number 12, executive session. Commissioners Court will recess into executive session to discuss items 12A through 12D pursuant to Texas Government Code Section 551.071 and 551.087. Commissioners Court will reconvene to take official action.
Stay cool this summer by visiting any of the El Paso County pools Tuesday through Sunday from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. Don't forget about Family Night on Thursdays from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. For more information, call 915-771-2380.
The County of El Paso Public Works Department is offering sandbags at no cost or requirements to the public. The sandbags are outside of the facilities and are available 24 hours a day. The location of the county facilities are the following: the Road and Bridge Fabens Warehouse, located at 1331 North Fabens Street in Fabens, Texas, 79838. The Road and Bridge Canotillo Warehouse, located at 191 Canotillo Avenue in Canotillo, Texas, 79835. And the Road and Bridge Montana Warehouse, located at 14698 Van Lane, El Paso, Texas, 79938.
Don't wait in line, pay online. Visit the Financial Recovery Division website at http://www.epcounty.com/budget/financialrecovery.htm to make your payments online or find out more about our kiosk locations. We now accept payments on misdemeanor, felony, and justice of the peace cases.
You can now watch Commissioners Court meetings on YouTube. Go to youtube.com and search for El Paso County Commissioners or El Paso County, Texas. Subscribe to our channels to see our latest videos.
Did you know the County of El Paso's Purchasing Department is responsible for ensuring that all items and services needed by various county departments are purchased in the manner required by the state of Texas? Whether through formal sealed bids or smaller dollar quotations, the county purchasing team is dedicated to finding the best contracting return on your taxpayer dollars. Additionally, the Purchasing Department is responsible for the tracking of inventory within the county and properly disposing surplus to public auctions. For questions about how to become a vendor and compete for county contracts, or to learn more about public auctions, please contact us at telephone number 915-546-2048.
The 346 District Court Judge Angie Juarez Barril started the El Paso Veterans Treatment Court program in 2012 for veterans and active service members that have been arrested and charged with a felony or misdemeanor criminal offense. To be considered for this specialty court, the statutory criteria includes be a veteran or current member of the United States Armed Forces, including a member of the Reserves, National Guard, or State Guard, and suffer from a brain injury, mental illness, or mental disorder, including PTSD, or be a victim of military sexual trauma, all occurring or resulting from military service. Call Sylvia Serna, Veterans Program Director, at 915-546-2119, or email her at sserna@epcounty.com for any information.
Did you know that the County of El Paso's fixed asset control and inventory disposal is handled through the Purchasing Department? Throughout the course of each business year, the county holds live public auctions to dispose of aged equipment, vehicles, furniture, and other items that are no longer needed. To find out about upcoming auctions or to learn more about the county's inventory disposal process, contact the Purchasing Department at telephone number 915-546-2048. Stay cool this summer by visiting any of the El Paso County pools Tuesday through Sunday from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. Don't forget about Family Night on Thursdays from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. For more information, call 915-771-2380.
The County of El Paso Public Works Department is offering sandbags at no cost or requirements to the public. The sandbags are outside of the facilities and are available 24 hours a day. The location of the county facilities are the following: the Road and Bridge Fabens Warehouse, located at 1331 North Fabens Street in Fabens, Texas, 79838. The Road and Bridge Canutillo Warehouse, located at 191 Canutillo Avenue in Canutillo, Texas, 79835. And the Road and Bridge Montana Warehouse, located at 14698 Van Lane, El Paso, Texas, 79938.
Don't wait in line, pay online. Visit the Financial Recovery Division website at http://www.epcounty.com/budget/financialrecovery.htm to make your payments online or find out more about our kiosk locations. We now accept payments on misdemeanor, felony, and justice of the peace cases.
You can now watch Commissioners Court meetings on YouTube. Go to youtube.com and search for El Paso County Commissioners or El Paso County, Texas. Subscribe to our channels to see our latest videos.
Did you know the County of El Paso's Purchasing Department is responsible for ensuring that all items and services needed by various county departments are purchased in the manner required by the state of Texas? Whether through formal sealed bids or smaller dollar quotations, the county purchasing team is dedicated to finding the best contracting return on your taxpayer dollars. Additionally, the Purchasing Department is responsible for the tracking of inventory within the county and properly disposing surplus through public auctions. For questions about how to become a vendor and compete for county contracts, or to learn more about public auctions, please contact us at telephone number 915-546-2048.
The 346th District Court Judge Angie Juarez Barriz started the El Paso Veterans Treatment Court program in 2012 for veterans and active service members that have been arrested and charged with a felony or misdemeanor criminal offense. To be considered for this specialty court, the statutory criteria includes be a veteran or current member of the United States Armed Forces, including a member of the Reserves, National Guard, or State Guard, and suffer from a brain injury, mental illness, or mental disorder, including PTSD, or be a victim of military sexual trauma, all occurring or resulting from military service. Call Sylvia Serna, Veterans Program Director, at 915-546-2119, or email her at sserna@epcounty.com for any information.
Did you know that the County of El Paso's fixed asset control and inventory disposal is handled through the Purchasing Department? Throughout the course of each business year, the county holds live public auctions to dispose of aged equipment, vehicles, furniture, and other items that are no longer needed. To find out about upcoming auctions or to learn more about the county's inventory disposal process, contact the Purchasing Department at telephone number 915-546-2048.
Commissioners Court has reconvened into regular open session. Would you like to go into recess at this time, Judge?
Please, till 12:10?
Yes, sir. Commissioners Court will recess until 12:10 p.m.
Stay cool this summer by visiting any of the El Paso County pools Tuesday through Sunday from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. Don't forget about Family Night on Thursdays from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. For more information, call 915-771-2380.
The County of El Paso Public Works Department is offering sandbags at no cost or requirements to the public. The sandbags are outside of the facilities and are available 24 hours a day. The location of the county facilities are the following: the Road and Bridge Fabens Warehouse, located at 1331 North Fabens Street in Fabens, Texas, 79838. The Road and Bridge Canutillo Warehouse, located at 191 Canutillo Avenue in Canutillo, Texas, 79835. And the Road and Bridge Montana Warehouse, located at 14698 Van Lane, El Paso, Texas, 79938.
Don't wait in line, pay online. Visit the Financial Recovery Division website at http://www.epcounty.com/budget/financialrecovery.htm to make your payments online or find out more about our kiosk locations. We now accept payments on misdemeanor, felony, and justice of the peace cases.
You can now watch Commissioners Court meetings on YouTube. Go to youtube.com and search for El Paso County Commissioners or El Paso County, Texas. Subscribe to our channels to see our latest videos.
Did you know the County of El Paso's Purchasing Department is responsible for ensuring that all items and services needed by various county departments are purchased in the manner required by the state of Texas? Whether through formal sealed bids or smaller dollar quotations, the county purchasing team is dedicated to finding the best contracting return on your taxpayer dollars. Additionally, the purchasing department is responsible for the tracking of inventory within the county and properly disposing surplus to public auctions. For questions about how to become a vendor and compete for county contracts, or to learn more about public auctions, please contact us at telephone number 915-546-2048.
The 346th District Court Judge Angie Juarez Barril started the El Paso Veterans Treatment Court program in 2012 for veterans and active service members that have been arrested and charged with a felony or misdemeanor criminal offense. To be considered for this specialty court, the statutory criteria includes be a veteran or current member of the United States Armed Forces, including a member of the Reserves, National Guard, or State Guard, and suffer from a brain injury, mental illness, or mental disorder, including PTSD, or be a victim of military sexual trauma, all occurring or resulting from military service. Call Sylvia Serna, Veterans Program Director, at 915-546-2119, or email her at sserna@epcounty.com for any information.
Did you know that the County of El Paso's fixed asset control and inventory disposal is handled through the purchasing department? Throughout the course of each business year, the county holds live public auctions to dispose of aged equipment, vehicles, furniture, and other items that are no longer needed. To find out about upcoming auctions or to learn more about the county's inventory disposal process, contact the purchasing department at telephone number 915-546-2048. Stay cool this summer by visiting any of the El Paso County pools Tuesday through Sunday from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. Don't forget about Family Night on Thursdays from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. For more information, call 915-771-2380.
The County of El Paso Public Works Department is offering sandbags at no cost or requirements to the public. The sandbags are outside of the facilities and are available 24 hours a day. The location of the county facilities are the following: the Road and Bridge Fabens Warehouse, located at 1331 North Fabens Street in Fabens, Texas, 79838. The Road and Bridge Canutillo Warehouse, located at 191 Canutillo Avenue in Canutillo, Texas, 79835. And the Road and Bridge Montana Warehouse, located at 14698 Van Lane, El Paso, Texas, 79938.
Don't wait in line, pay online. Visit the Financial Recovery Division website at http://www.epcounty.com/budget/financialrecovery.htm to make your payments online or find out more about our kiosk locations. We now accept payments on misdemeanor, felony, and justice of the peace cases.
You can now watch Commissioners Court meetings on YouTube. Go to youtube.com and search for El Paso County Commissioners or El Paso County, Texas. Subscribe to our channels to see our latest videos.
Did you know the County of El Paso's Purchasing Department is responsible for ensuring that all items and services needed by various county departments are purchased in the manner required by the state of Texas? Whether through formal sealed bids or smaller dollar quotations, the county purchasing team is dedicated to finding the best contracting return on your taxpayer dollars. Additionally, the Purchasing Department is responsible for the tracking of inventory within the county and properly disposing surplus through public auctions. For questions about how to become a vendor and compete for county contracts, or to learn more about public auctions, please contact us at telephone number 915-546-2048.
The 346th District Court Judge Angie Juarez Barril started the El Paso Veterans Treatment Court program in 2012 for veterans and active service members that have been arrested and charged with a felony or misdemeanor criminal offense. To be considered for the specialty court, the statutory criteria includes be a veteran or current member of the United States Armed Forces, including a member of the Reserves, National Guard, or State Guard, and suffer from a brain injury, mental illness, or mental disorder, including PTSD, or be a victim of military sexual trauma, all occurring or resulting from military service. Call Sylvia Serna, Veterans Program Director, at 915-546-2119, or email her at sserna@epcounty.com for any information.
Did you know that the County of El Paso's fixed asset control and inventory disposal is handled through the Purchasing Department? Throughout the course of each business year, the county holds live public auctions to dispose of aged equipment, vehicles, furniture, and other items that are no longer needed. To find out about upcoming auctions or to learn more about the county's inventory disposal process, contact the Purchasing Department at telephone number 915-546-2048.
Commissioners Court has reconvened into regular open session. Item number 13, addendum to the agenda. Pursuant to Texas Local Government Code Section 118.025G, hold a public hearing regarding the county clerk's records archive preservation and restoration plan and the assessment of a fee for fiscal year 2019 through 2020.
Well, good afternoon, Commissioners. Thank you so much for being here. I'm indebted to you. Shall I begin? Okay. We're here every year to...
I'm sorry. We will need a motion to go into a public hearing at this time. Commissioner Leon? Commissioner Stout?
Aye.
And Judge Samaniego?
Aye.
Motion carries.
And the first item was having the actual hearing. And every year we come before you to let you know what our intent is and how to use the actual fees. So we give you a breakdown of our preservation and restoration plan for the year 2019 through 2020. Also, how we put it in for advertising in the El Paso Inc., and that payment of $39.37 of asking to be approved.
Typically at this time, Judge, because it's a public hearing, we invite if there's anybody in the audience to comment on this particular item, they may do so. But if not, then the court then closes the public hearing portion of the meeting with a motion as to motion to close if there's no one here to discuss the
So
item.
moved. Second.
Commissioner Leon?
Aye.
Commissioner Stout?
Aye.
Judge Samaniego?
Aye.
Motion carries. Item number 14. Pursuant to Texas Local Government Code Section 118.025B, approve and adopt the county clerk's records archive preservation and restoration plan for fiscal year 2019 through 2020. Further, approve payment to the El Paso Inc. in the amount of $39.37 for the publishing of the public notice hearing. Funding is available in general fund, county clerk advertising.
Once again, like I tell you, we come every year, but the biggest thing is to ask you for approval for the continual use of the assessment of fees that we will be putting in for the $10 a year. So we need to come before you and let you know what our intent is. So we did put in backup of the past phases, 1 through 5, and how we use the actual $10. And then we've completed each one of those, and we've come to you each and every year asking for that approval. Now we've come before you again for the next 5 years. And we still have, the very first one is Phase 6, and there's 111 volumes to that. So finally, we'll be able to finish all the marriage licenses that we have, and then followed by the DD 214s. And then thereafter, Phase 7, 8, 9, and 10. But we still come before you later on, right before budget, and let you know exactly where we intend of going. But this is the actual plan. But we are here to ask for your approval to assess the $10 for the records management preservation fee in order to charge that.
This is something we've been doing. The fee's been ongoing for quite some time.
Yes, it was $5 for a while, and then it went up to 10. And this last legislative, we fought to keep it at 10 so that we didn't have to wonder if we were going to have to go up or down, because it's hard to manage your pocketbook not knowing if we were going to have 5 or 10. But yes, we've been using co-file for 5 years, but we've had preservation plans. Yes, sir. I think since I've been here.
Yeah, it's a pretty hefty, it's the program I mean, it's important, but it costs a lot too. I mean, we invest a lot in our preservation of.
We do.
our-
It had never been addressed before I came on. The books were falling, the actual backings, they were torn. People were touching them with their fingers. So they're dehumidified, they're enhanced so you can see them better. They put chemicals on them for preservation. They're encapsulated, and they're put into a fireproof book, and it actually closes and locks like a suitcase. So it is set by the U.S. Library of Congress. CoFile is a sole source provider. Nobody else does that work. So it's quite an accomplishment. And I would dare to say after the next 5 phases, pretty much I would think we're almost done, if not done, because I wanted the most important of all, which is the marriage, deaths, births, the DD-214s of your records, which qualifies you for your benefits. Also, Commissioner's Court minutes of how things transpired. We're finally going to get to that and, well, finishing that. But all of those are so very, very important, as well as the probate minutes of who gets what property or items. So while all of these are important, especially to me, not everybody might find it. I think a lot of the youth might feel, well, it's digitized. You don't need to take care of the books. But I find the books valuable. I want to keep them for as long as possible. So we are almost there. You know, the very last one, number 10, is criminal case file, trifolds, and flat files. They're historic from sovereignty to 1950. And those, I was wondering why they were folded like that. A lot of times they didn't have paper. And so even though they were small papers, they were even folded. So getting them all out and pressed and preserved is a big deal. So I think we're doing really, really good, this county as a whole, because you never know when there is catastrophic weather. We may have them digitized, which is good to have them in 2 places, and we will have these for our ancestors and for the future generations.
Well, I'm happy that we're doing it. I think it's important. It's our county's history, and
I think so.
So I thank you very much for the initiative, and like the commissioner said, we've been doing this for a number of years, and we help pay for it with the fee. So I'll move to approve.
Second.
Thank you, and thank you, Commissioner, for feeling that way. Not everybody does. I like history. I like preserving as much as possible. I appreciate that and appreciate your work of the work that we're doing. And thank you so much for coming back in just for my office. I appreciate it so very much.
Commissioner Leon?
Aye.
Commissioner Stout?
Aye.
Judge Samaniego?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you, Commissioners. Thank you, Judge.
This completes all the items on today's agenda, Judge.
Meeting adjourned.
This completes today's meeting at 12:21 p.m.